Hi everyone! So it's me again, Rose from the Philippines, and I just would like to participate to this tag that is going around the yarn community nowadays. It is called the hashtag #whatdoyoucallit tag. So I got the questions from Blue Heart Crochet. I was able to watch her video a while ago, but before she answered the questions, I decided to list down the questions first and answer it for myself so I wouldn't imitate the answers that she has. So I got it from her, and I'm going to answer the 20 questions here that I have listed. And if you guys are interested to participate, I will put the questions on the towel section below. So the first question here is, what do you call cooking food on an outside grill? So my answer to this is a barbecue. So I will answer also in Tagalog if I can translate it. So here we call it barbecue or ihaw-ihaw, and we often have it during reunions or swimmings. We sometimes have our grills and we cook different types of meat and fish while the reunion is going on. So the second question is a carbonated beverage. So my quick answer to that is soda. But here in the Philippines, we have different types of soft drinks, which we also call that. And so we sometimes call it Coke or Pepsi or Royal or 7-Up. So that's the second answer. The third question is the thing you push your groceries around in. So my first answer to this was a cart, but then I realized that it is also called a push cart. The complete term is a push cart, and it can be translated into Tagalog as a cartilla, which is I think derived from a Spanish word. So that's what we call that here, and we often use that in grocery stores. So the fourth question is bugs that lights up at night. So immediately for this question, I asked Mama, what is that insect that lights up at night? And she immediately said that it is called an alitap-tap. And I asked her, what is it in English? And at first, she hesitated, and then she said fireflies. So it boomed on me that it is called fireflies or alitap-tap in Tagalog. And when we were growing up, we often see them among the trees. But since we are old now and we don't really have trees around us anymore, it is seldom that we can find fireflies. But it is often very cool to watch them and see them whenever they go upon the trees. So the fifth question is, how do you pronounce this word here, which is P.E.C.A.N? And for me, I pronounce it pecan because I often recall pecan pie. So that's how I know the word. The sixth question is the last piece of bread on a loaf. So just this past days, I was able to make mapagmahal, and I'm recalling, what do you call that end parts of the bread? So I recall that it is called crust, but I don't know what do you call it in Tagalog. So the seventh question is, how do you pronounce C.A.R.A.M.E.L? So for me, I pronounce it caramel. The eighth question is an athletic footwear. An athletic footwear, whenever I hear that term, I immediately recall what type of shoes do we wear during PE when we were in class. So we call it here rubber shoes. I don't know what you call it in Tagalog. It is the same, rubber shoes. And I heard that from Blue Heart Crochet that they call it trainers or trainees. They tend to make it shorter, the word. But I also recall from Friends when Chandler was talking about some kids. So I don't know if that is the same, if it is a rubber shoes, the skids, if it is the same. For the ninth question, What do you call that little lobster-looking creature in freshwater streams? So I haven't seen one personally, but I recall the show from the TV or the internet that cooks some small like lobsters called crawfish. So I think that's the term or the correct answer to that. Me and Blue Heart Crochet has the same answer, so I'm thinking that we are both correct. So I have listed this question first before I go on with her answers. So I know that she has different answers after that because I written them and answered them first before completing her videos. So 10th question is water tap inside and or outside. So here we call it the faucet or gripo in Tagalog. That is our tap from inside the house and also in the bathroom and sometimes at our garage. So we call it faucet. The 11th question is I interchange between the 12th and the 11th. So I have written the 12th first. So I'm going to the next question, which is the liquid that makes your car go. At first I thought gas, but then it says liquid, so I added up and turned it into gasoline. So cars here are either run with gasoline or diesel. So those are my answers to that. The 12th question really is the space at the back of your car. So we often call it trunk. I don't know what it is called in Tagalog though. The 13th question is the lights that regulates traffic. So it is called the traffic light. The 14th question is the place you buy alcohol from. So for this one I got confused because we can really buy alcohol from anywhere now. So but my answer here is pharmacy. But we can also buy it from the grocery store or the supermarket. And we have different sari-sari stores here, which are some small stores of different retail stuff. So we can also buy it from there. So the 15th question is the thing that you use to switch your TV on. So my answer immediately is the remote control or the remote. The other day we were finding our remote control the whole day. Then the next day we found it by the laundry basket. So that's kind of confusing once you lose something like that. I think we were able to borrow some remote control from my niece. And I think it took about 2 days before we found it. So the 16th question anyway. The 16th question is the place where you get your medicine. So here in the Philippines, we call it pharmacy, but we often call it by the name of a certain drugstore, just like Mercury Drugs or the TGP, the generics pharmacy. But all in all, the general term for it would be pharmacy. The 17th question is the breakfast that you eat with syrup. So we don't often put syrup on certain type of breakfast here, but I think it is pertaining to pancakes, and I know that you guys put syrup in them, but here we cook it and we call it hot cakes, and we put dairy cream in it, which is some type of margarine. So that's our preference here in the Philippines, is to put margarine on our pancakes. So the 18th question is the thing that gives you information about streets or roads. So immediately maps goes into my mind, but since we have our technology nowadays, so we often use Waze or Google Maps, just like that, from our cell phone. So I think that will be the most recent answer for that. The 19th question is the machine you get money from. From this one, I got surprised with the Blue Hearts Crochet's answer. She said they call it the hole in the wall, but my answer is ATM. or the automated teller machine. The 20th and last question is the sweet on a stick. So sometimes I got confused with this one also, because you can also have sweets like ice cream on sticks, but it dawned on me that the correct answer is lollipop. So those are my answers, and I really enjoyed participating with this tag here. So if you're interested to join in, I will put the questions on the towel section below. I often put it on my memo and copy paste it to the towel section. So you can just refer to it from there, or maybe you can watch other podcasters that already has made videos about it. So for this one, I am going to tag my sis Kriya's Art or Jam, and also if Miss Jan or Miss Grace is available, and also Miss Shirley of Jamming with Yarn. So I'm gonna let you guys go now, and I'm gonna try to merge this video along with the other ones to have a video set maybe tomorrow. So that's goodbye for now.